Hello.
What are we here to talk about today?
The Hoop-Dee-Doo musical review.
We're going to do a full review on the review.
Spelled differently.
Yeah, different spelling.
The show is around 2 hours.
Yes. First, let me talk about how the tables are situated, because when you look on the map that's on the website, it has this weird graph of different colors, and it's not very intuitive. When you actually get there, it's arranged in kind of a horseshoe. You are right next to the stage. The stage is in the middle. Think of it how your cell phone looks right here. Here's the stage. Here's where we were sitting. And then there's chairs and tables all the way around here. But then there's a horseshoe of a balcony that goes up and around. There's not a bad view in the place.
If you go to disneyworld.disney.go.com, type in Hoop-Dee-Doo and you'll find this.
What was the price?
There's 3 categories that you can choose from. We chose category 1, which is floor seating. And if you are using the dining plan, apparently category 1 is not eligible for the dining plan. Categories 2 and 3 are, and they both use 2 of your meal credits. Category 1 is $72. Category 2 is $67, and category 3 is $64 plus tax. Right? It says that if you scroll down.
Where?
Price includes tax and gratuity.
There you go.
And those are the prices as of filming this.
Yes.
Subject to change.
If you have an annual pass, be aware that to get your annual pass discount, you're paying for this before you get there. We had to make the reservation and then pay everything up front. And then when we got there, we had to go to the ticket window and they gave us the refund for what our annual pass discount would be. So keep that in mind whenever you have to prepay for any type of restaurants. You don't get your annual pass discount unless you go to the window when you get there. Now we're going to discuss how the show is organized. You go in, they give you your salad and your cornbread and your butter. You get to eat, kind of nibble on that a little bit, and then the intro show starts. They do some fun, hey, this is who we are, this is what we're going to be doing. And then they start slamming the entrees down. And by slamming, I do mean these metal buckets are just going onto your table as loud as they can do it. You have 2 selections of beverages, and really when you get there, you can get a Coke and a beer if you really want to. They're going to give it to you. And all of the beer, all the wine, or sangria, or whatever it is.
I think it's sangria.
It's all included, and it is unlimited refills. The show currently is the 4 o'clock show, and we can actually hear them hooping and hollering inside of there.
And it smells so
Oh my God, it smells so good. I'm starving. So the first thing I noticed is the tables are, you get your own table. We are sitting at our own table right next to the stage. It's me and her. It's not a communal thing like at some of the other restaurants, like at the German beer garden where you just kind of sit with random people. You are by yourself, so that's nice.
Chardonnay or Merlot, Bud Light or Yingling, red or white sangria for your alcoholic selection. Non-alcoholic, Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, Fanta, root beer, lemonade, tea, milk.
Now, there's a nice little salad. Got some cornbread and butter. It looks like homemade whipped butter.
Ooh,
is it hard?
Hard. And that's not warm,
Pete say it was hard too whenever they came? So what are your thoughts on the salad?
It's pretty good. Typical salad.
Well, I finished my plate, and it was a typical salad. It had cucumbers, tomatoes, cabbage, carrots, and I think it was Italian dressing. Really good. Now, the cornbread, this stuff is solid as a rock. It's literally hard. And the cornbread is not warm, it's cold too. So be ready for that.
If I could just get me a piece of chicken We'll be back with to help mom clean. I'd rather learn a dance routine. I was born to entertain. You put your right here,
Oh, Shadow, I long to see you. Oh, where you rolling river.
and my life, it would be yours forever. If you would stay here all right. Okay.
There go rosies and other posies. Otherwise, you're gonna be good and tied. Hey! Hey! What are you doing?
Twins.
We're not twins. You don't look like me, man.
This is what you look
I
like.
do not look
This
like
is what
that.
you look
I don't look like
Yes,
that.
you do.
No, don't walk like that. Stop.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Get out of here. Take off my hat.
Right. Exactly. I know. I know. People are throwing plates. Beautiful dreamer, wake up to me.
Now lower, lower.
Starlight and dewdrops are waiting one day.
Don't hold back, just let it go.
Songs of heaven heard in the day.
Hey, faster, you're just way too slow.
Beat ya.
Well, let me see if you can clap. We can shut this movie shack. Clap, y'all. Come on. Yeehaw.
Let me hear you give a toot. Give a toot. Let me hear you give a toot. Let me see you count a toot.
What'd you think of the ribs?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I only had one. I thought they were good.
Ready? What do you think of the chicken?
It's fine. I mean, it's not Mama's fried chicken, but
Give me your thoughts on the macaroni and cheese.
it's Fox macaroni and cheese. It's creamier than Kraft. It's more like Velveeta.
But that's essentially what it tastes like.
Yeah.
What about all the side items?
Mashed potatoes were good. They're fine. Corn, standard. Baked beans. I only had a little bite of them. I should have tasted them when they came out warm, because by the time I tasted it, it was cold. But it tasted fine. Salad was good. Cornbread was good.
The waiter was really good.
Spread the word. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell strangers you meet on the street.
The ribs were, like, the first one I ate was really good, and then every subsequent one after that was really dry, so it was kind of weird. The chicken, there was like 2 pieces of chicken breast, and then there was a thigh and a chicken leg in the bucket, and the chicken thigh was dry. The chicken breasts I thought were good. The chicken leg, which typically I don't like, the chicken leg was really good. I really like the baked beans. I really like the corn. And I was very surprised that I liked the macaroni and cheese, but that stuff was really good. I really liked that macaroni and cheese.
Oh, strawberry shortcake for dessert. Standard strawberry shortcake. And Brandon will tell you a secret.
I asked Robert, our waiter, I said, is there any way I can get something other than the strawberry shortcake? And he said, well, that's all whatever the lady's name in the kitchen knows how to make. He said, however, if you have an allergy, I might be able to get you something different. I was like, well, what if I'm allergic to strawberries? He said, well, in that case, what kind of ice cream would you like? Chocolate or vanilla? And I said, chocolate. So I got an entire bowl of soft serve chocolate ice cream. Just be allergic to something and you get something else, because I don't really like the strawberry shortcake all that much. It looks like it's better than it was at the Garden Grill. There's a lot more strawberries and it's cut in half, a lot more whipped cream, but I just don't really like strawberry shortcake. All right, what are your thoughts?
2 thumbs up.
All in all, very good for the value, and the show was freaking awesome. It was hysterical. So I think you'll like it. 2 thumbs up. So that was the show. Let's talk about our thoughts after the fact. How did you like the show?
I love the show. I thought it was hilarious.
It was hysterical.
All the performers, the cast, they were very good.
It was
Actors,
very interactive.
singers, yeah.
They got the crowd involved, and if you didn't want to be involved, they wouldn't bother you.
Also, if you're there celebrating a birthday or anniversary, there's a whole section where they go around the room and you just raise your hand and a cast member will come over and they'll ask you
what your name is and what you're celebrating. It was my birthday. She goes, this is Brandon, and he's celebrating his 43rd birthday. And they go around the room and do that. And if there were any anniversaries, if there's anybody on their honeymoon, they would do that.
But you don't have to do that if you don't
No,
want
you
to.
can just keep your hand down. And really, when they pulled people up on stage at one point during the end of the show, a lot of it was kids. I think there may have been 1 or 2 adults. Like if there's someone that is obviously really getting into the show, they can typically tell, and they'll maybe grab that guy and throw him up on stage too. How was our waiter?
He was excellent.
He was extraordinarily good. I was like, well, I want to leave more tip, but there's no option to leave another tip. It's, the gratuity is included with what you're paying in advance.
So hopefully they're getting
hopefully they're getting the gratuity.
a decent portion
Yeah.
of that. I guess in the future, if we go back, we can carry
ask.
cash and
Yeah.
have some available, but we didn't have any this time.
Yeah, and we don't know how it works there. If I was just going to this restaurant, paying for everything, I would have given him a honking tip because he was extremely good. So I felt bad not leaving anything in addition to, but I know we did already pay for the gratuity, although they don't really say how much it is. I'm going to assume because standard is about 18% when they do it beforehand. Just keep that in mind if you want to leave something extra. Food overall, good, bad, ugly?
It was good.
I thought the food was really good.
I don't think I tasted anything that was horrible.
I liked everything. The only criticism I had was that the cornbread and the butter that they bring out at the very beginning, the butter is frozen, so you're chiseling at it with your knife, and the cornbread is also cold, so it won't melt the butter. However, it was really good, and I think I ate 2 loaves of the cornbread myself. Now the dessert, I don't really care for strawberry shortcake. It needs like vanilla ice cream. After the fact, whenever I asked for something else and he said, what kind of ice cream do you want? I should have said vanilla ice cream because he brought me a bowl that was like this big of soft serve ice cream. We could have put that on top, and I thought about it after the fact. My bad. However, the strawberry shortcake wasn't bad. I just don't really care for it. What are your overall impressions? Good? Bad?
It was a great show. Worth the money?
Yes. I rolled out of there. They had no wheelbarrows available, so I really had to just carry my belly out of the building.
It is a little pricey, especially if you have a bigger family. There's only 2 of us, so...
It was well worth the money. You got a really good show and you got really good food. And it's comfort food, so it wasn't anything that kids aren't going to go, I don't want that.
So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you get notified of all the future videos, and remember,
No capes. We're going to the internet. Yeah, you married me. You knew that when you were going in. Reveiw? Is that how you spell review? One up, one down, one sideways. How are we doing this? She always gives me dirty looks. I don't know why.
Have you been watching these videos? You know.